too, you crazy for this one.
News, life, and beyond. Still here, still reppin' it. No politics, but we out to get the presidents. If we talking about it, then you know we speaking relevance. Giving you the facts, that's the only way to represent Connecticut. You just gotta tap in, like, share, and subscribe. CJ and Adam May, official, we going live. Just another episode, a visual for your eyes. News, life, and beyond, officially in its prime. News, life, and beyond. 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 News, life, and beyond.
Hey, welcome to News, Life, and Beyond. Steve J here.
Adam A.
Yeah, so today we're talking about upcoming episode with Ian Bick. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ian Bick, Locked In Podcast. I'm going to be going on there and I'm going to talk to him on, have an episode with him. And then we're also going to do an episode where me and Adam are going to interview him and ask him a lot of things about his life. For those who don't know, Ian Bick, he is a kid from Danbury, Connecticut, which is local to us. We're in the Norwich area, Norwich in the London area. So, what is that, like an hour away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a little longer, but not much longer.
Maybe like an hour and a half away, almost going towards New York from us. So, so this kid is a young white kid from Danbury. He's not a street kid. He's just a normal everyday kid. He was I would just say maybe an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Very entrepreneurial at a young age. He tried to start a lot of businesses and ended up getting himself jammed up to the point where he did Fed time. And I think it was like 3 years that he did in Fed jail. So we're gonna have a lot of questions for him. But we're gonna try to think of stuff to ask him that is not the same stuff that everybody's asking. Because if you go on YouTube and you look him up, he's got a couple of different interviews with different podcasts and stuff explaining his podcast, which is blown up tremendously in just a short amount of time. He's actually, from what I didn't ask him yet, or I didn't research exactly how long he's been going on, but from what I can see, he started around the same time we started.
Really? Wow. What are we doing wrong?
Well, here's the thing. A lot of this YouTube stuff and all the social media things and stuff that people get into, I think authenticity, putting yourself out there, kind of bearing your soul to the world is what seems to get people to want to watch your stuff more. So for Ian, for example, I've been watching his come up and how he, got to where he is now. And he started out by doing little Instagram videos about him talking about his experiences in jail. So with everybody, not everybody's been to jail, but a lot of people have been to jail. Everybody's has jail stories or whatever. But what made him unique and I think stand out was because of the fact that he bared his soul in his little videos that he did explaining his experience in jail by not portraying the average person that goes to jail and I went to jail and I ran to jail, I did this, I did that.
He didn't act good at all.
Yeah, he's a young white kid, you know what I mean? He's
middle class,
not a street kid. So, he actually has stories on there talking about getting extorted, you know what I mean, and having to pay people money for protection and a CO trying to take his buns, wild
cinnamon buns,
wild shit. And the reason why I say is that it's like bearing your soul is because these aren't things that normal people would say because they want to portray a tough guy image and make you think that they ran shit in jail or all that type. They're not going to tell you that somebody tried to take their buns and You know what I mean? Or that, you know, they have to
And it
pay
rolls off to the
somebody
pocket.
or pay somebody to keep them, to protect them and shit like that. You know, that's some real shit that, you know what I mean, that's saying, you know, like.
And that
you know,
just shows right there, he's not a hood kid.
No,
If he was
no.
going through
No,
all that
no, I've been researching him and watching all his videos and shit, and you can tell that he's definitely not a street kid. And he doesn't portray himself to be, which is
Right.
the realness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People want to see real. Which is why I don't understand
Just
why we don't
himself.
get. I don't understand why we don't get a lot of views because we, you know, we real as they come. You know what I mean? But there's no filters on anything we do.
Yeah.
But brings me back to the same situation about the real thing, where you know maybe we don't get so in depth and put ourselves out there enough for people to want to be entertained or interested in
Yeah.
what we got going on, because you know we're from a area that nobody's really known. We don't have no famous people. We don't know anybody.
Every
We
time
don't know
I tell
any.
people
We
where
don't
I'm
know
from,
any
they go, where the hell is
celebrities.
that at?
Yeah, we don't know any celebrities, so we have nobody endorsing us or sponsoring us or, you know, any of that type of shit that's gonna give us a shout out and say, hey, News Life and Beyond, Adam A, Steve J, yeah, we're not gonna get
Everything
none
we
of
do
that.
comes out of our pocket.
We're just everyday people, you know, but, you know, we try hard, we've been doing this thing for a while or whatever, you know, eventually one day, you never know. So, like I was saying about this interview coming up with Ian, I'm going to be doing it on January 31st, and this is where I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to put myself out there, explain
Like fully out there?
as much as I can without putting too much out there, because I don't want to give him everything. We got our own podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm going to bear it all.
And I've been wanting to interview you for a while.
If I'm gonna bear it all, it's gonna be on our podcast. You know what I mean? I'll give him a little teaser, and, you know, give him a couple stories and you know stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna get too in depth. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna save that for us. You know what I mean? When you guys find out those stories, it's gonna be on our podcast. You know, why give the the good shit to somebody else? And that's what it's about, marketing yourself and all that. You know what I mean? We all do it. That's what we do it for, right? We're not doing this to waste our time. So,
Because we kind of got a good story.
oh yeah,
About how we
definitely,
became friends.
Definitely,
You
yeah.
know?
We got plenty of all kinds of good
We've
stuff.
done a lot of shit. We've done a lot of shit together.
Yeah. You just gotta watch out what we say.
Yeah.
So, anyways, with this interview coming up, if you guys haven't looked it up before, Ian Bick, Locked In Podcast will be on there. You know, he's
Well worth watching. He interviews a lot of guys from prison too.
Oh yeah.
And stuff,
That's the main focus of
Yeah.
his podcast is, well, again, that was his main focus when he started,
Yeah.
to make a platform for those people that have been incarcerated to come out and tell their stories, you know, of their experiences. Kind of like the same thing we do on our podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is, again, makes you wonder
Right.
what makes them
What are
want
we
to
doing
watch
right?
that we're not. You know what I mean? But maybe we just don't have interesting enough people like he does.
Yeah.
But I'm sure in the beginning he didn't have all those interesting
Right.
people. You know, he probably just, you know, eventually once he got sponsored and all that other stuff. Because if you didn't know, he was sponsored at one time by Mike Tyson and Ric Flair and a bunch of other. He's got sponsors for Blues Chews and, you know, erection pills and all. Yeah, I give him his credit.
Yo, Blue Chew sponsors everybody.
Yeah, I give him his credit. Well, they ain't sponsoring us.
Nah, but
Shout
I'm
out,
down,
come
yo.
on,
I'll
what up,
take that
what up?
shit.
We need some sponsors.
You know what I'm saying? I'll take it.
Only sponsors we got right now is Paradise Push Pops. Have you guys tried the Paradise Push Pops yet?
Yeah,
If you
try
don't,
them
make
out.
sure you do. We'll have a link in the description. You know what I mean? We'll post their ad at the end.
Yo, the Blue Chews, I'll take in front of them. Nobody does that. I'll take them right on the air, yo.
Yeah, I'll let you guys do that one on your own. I don't even want to be part of that. We could do that after. You can do that after the interview. I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna leave him here, and I'm gonna go kick off for a while, and we'll see if you're gonna pay somebody for protection for this guy. Yeah, so it's
Blue Chew.
gonna be a good episode. You guys are gonna want to watch it, and you know, this kid even has you know, a thing going with Mr. Beast where he's, you know, collaborating with him. He's hanging out with him in Saudi Arabia, so obviously, you know, he's doing something right. You know what I mean? And he's got a studio in Danbury now that he, you know, you can rent out space to do your podcast or anything you want to do or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? He's doing his thing. But hopefully, that's something that I'd like to do down here. That'd be an awesome business to have around here, because a lot of people nowadays are starting to want to do podcasts. You know what I mean? I mean, we've been doing it for 3 years now, but you know, a lot of, they say the podcast business is dried up. They say the podcast business is oversaturated, that there's too many people doing it now. And so you have to have a certain niche that's going to make people want to watch your videos or whatever and find something interesting, and you know, that you're talking about. Everybody's got their own specialty or whatever, and you know, just like Ian, that's what we started doing. You know, talking to people that have been on street life, you know, been hustling, been in jail,
gang members,
real shit. You know what I mean? No celebrities again, like I said, they're just regular people, but interesting stories, stuff that you can learn from, stuff that'll make you think and say what the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, even our What the Fuck episodes, check those out if you haven't checked them out. We got a lot of What the Fuck episodes where we talking about shit that goes around in the world, crazy stories. You know, we share a little bit of facts about the stories and, you know, talk about it a little bit. Check them out. You'll want to see it.
I like it.
I love it.
I like it because some of the stories is outrageous.
Man. Story about the chicken
that lived for what, 2 years?
like where do you hear shit like that? You know
then they had to feed them with a syringe.
Listen, some of these stories that we talk about, you're gonna think we're capping. You know, you're gonna think they're all capped because they're so fucking wild, what the fuck moments that it makes you say, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But I add in little clips, videos, you know, commentary, you know, pieces to show the authenticity of the videos, to show that they're not capped. You know what I mean? They're crazy stories that you'd be surprised, but
yeah, definitely crazy.
They're true, surprisingly, but whatever. So, but anyways, back to Mr. Beast. Ian, he hangs around with Mr. Beast now. They've got like a, you know, friendship now, but Mr. Beast has been doing a lot of videos with all kinds of people.
Yeah.
You know, this guy is
out of this world.
Out of this world. When we say out of this world, in the podcast community, and the fucking video, and the YouTube, and this guy's doing all kinds of things. Yeah, he's definitely number one. He's definitely number one. He's the number one YouTuber already. You know what I mean? This guy's making billions of dollars. He's just giving away money. Just giving away money and just giving away more money.
Mr. Beast, set me up. I need a couple of bucks.
We need a sponsor, Mr. Beast.
$6, $7, whatever.
I wouldn't even mind just being in one of his videos. He seems to just give out the money regardless.
You seem pretty cool, even though it looks a little, how would I say, without being nerdy? You know what I'm saying? Right?
And I was watching his videos, his come up and where he started, you know, with the YouTube career and stuff. And he says it is himself, you know, he's just so awkward, you know, young kid, and, you know, he had awkward friends, and, you know, and they just made it happen. You know what I mean? And as he went along, he learned this and he learned that, and he researched this and he did a lot of research. A lot of research with all the YouTube algorithms, trying to figure out how to do it, how many, you know, how long the videos are going to be, you know, all that shit. Yeah, but the only difference between me and him is he's been doing it for
a long time,
for like fucking 20 years now, or some shit like that. We just started. I mean, I had a YouTube channel that I turned into News Life and Beyond since I think like 2016. But I didn't ever actually do anything with it until we started the podcast. If anybody is interested in how we started the podcast or where we, you know, came up with the idea, look at our beginning episodes. You know, as you can see, if you go through the episodes, you'll see the progression in the podcast. You see all the hard work that we've done You know,
All the mistakes.
whether it be from audio to video to editing.
Trust, I did a whole video like what, 3 hours? Turn it on, no sound. I didn't plug the cord in all the way.
And then did the same thing like a month later. You think we would learn? Hey, whatever, it happens. We're still going. We're still gonna keep trying, and you know what I mean. As we go along, it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So back to Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast has a philanthropy department. For those of you that don't know what philanthropy is, it's when people, you know, put together programs and foundations and stuff like that to provide things to people that are in need. He has programs where he goes to places like Africa and, you know, builds water wells for the villages and, you know, puts power in the villages, you know, satellite dishes so they can get Wi-Fi and, you know, brings them, you know, puts shoes on all the kids' feet and builds hospitals and schools.
Yeah, I think he does everything. Yeah.
This guy, I'm telling you, if you go down this fucking rabbit hole of this guy, like, you know, and I can say, you know, it's well deserved because you can see the work that he puts in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every day you turn on YouTube, there's a new video of this, or even more. Sometimes 3 or 4 videos on different subjects, whether it be because now he's even got it branched out into different divisions. He's got his philanthropy division. He's got the video, just regular contests and shit that he does. The ones where he just be giving away money for just no reason. All kinds of things. You know what I mean? This guy, he definitely works hard.
I respect him.
Yeah.
I got a lot of respect.
He definitely ain't sitting on his ass. He's working for everything he's doing, and he doesn't keep any of the money. He says on books, he doesn't have $1,000 in his account.
Wow.
All his money is all it goes right back into the business to make all the videos, do all the things that he does or whatever.
Wow.
And eventually one day, you know, down the line or whatever, you know, when he wants to cash it all in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, the kid's smart. I give him that.
Hey, how does he live with only that much in his bank account? Because
well, his, you know, the business pays for
that's what I'm
whatever,
saying.
you know,
Money.
all that type of shit or whatever. But as far as like, you know, liquid money.
Right.
You know, I mean, he said he has no need for any of those because he can get anything he wants anyways.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Which is, it's funny because that brings me back to when I was young. I noticed, you know, not having the things that you want all the time, and which creates that hunger, you know, to get the things you want. I noticed when I was younger that I used to stall it out. Meaning, if I wanted a certain pair of Jordans that everybody has or whatever, that I, you know, damn, it'd be nice to get those.
Right.
I'd work real hard until save up that money to get them. But then once I had the money to get them, I'd really sit back and not just go and buy them right away. I give myself a minute to think about whether I really want those Jordans. You know what I mean? Because now, you know, you got the money. If you go buy them, you're going to be broke, right? But you got the Jordans, right? But you're going to be broke. So maybe I don't really need them Jordans. Maybe it's better if I just go buy $100 pair of sneakers and keep the rest in my pocket. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, exactly. You don't want to leave yourself broke. You want to invest in your future. And that's brings another good point, investing in your future. That's what he's doing. You know, instead of spending all his money frivolously, he's using that money to generate more money. You know what I mean? So that eventually, when you really want something, you can have it.
To relax.
Just like that. Yeah, and everybody wants to relax. Everybody wants to retire.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody wants to relax and retire.
I know I do.
It'll be good.
I know I do. Please help us. Help us retire. For all you that don't know, we got a new sponsor. Want to tell them about the new sponsor?
New sponsor?
The clothing company.
Nah, they don't even know about that yet.
You gotta tell them about the
Nah,
sponsor.
nah.
You don't want to tell them?
Nah.
Sure. All right, we'll tell you guys later. We got a new sponsor coming, and when you see this, you're gonna be.
Gotta keep.
Yeah, you'll see. I'll tell you. I'll tell you later about it.
I'm gonna tell you I gotta use the bathroom.
We got new merch. If you can see, new
Lots of
merch.
them are.
Lots of new merch. If you see, I'm gonna post them here and there. I'm gonna post them down here. I'm gonna post them down there. Anything you want, go on and order. You know, we'll get it to you, ship it out to you.
Quick,
Give me a phone number.
5 to 10 days.
Like where they order, where they gonna order. If you don't want to call us, you can email us at newslifeandbeyond@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Facebook. You can hit us up on Snapchat. You can hit us up on Instagram. You can hit us up on TikTok. You can hit us up on YouTube. You can hit us up on Blue Sky. You can hit us up on Fanbase. You can hit us up on
Damn.
where else are we at?
Yeah, London.
Lemonade,
Yeah.
Clapper. We still got Clapper.
Yeah, Clapper.
Pretty much anywhere. Search for us. News Life and Beyond. We're everywhere. We're gonna keep going. Like, subscribe, share out to all your friends. Because if you don't share it out, they're gonna miss everything that's going on over here. And we got a lot of shit going on. We're gonna keep bringing shit all the time. You know what I mean? You come to us. We're gonna have interviews. We're gonna have everything.
What's good, people? Steve J here, News Life and Beyond. We selling merch, got all kinds of stuff, t-shirts, hoodies, hats.
What's good, people? This is Adam A, one half of News Life and Beyond. I just wanted you guys to know that you can find us at a lot of places. You can find us on Clapper, Lemonade, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, favorite it, but most of all, YouTube. Go on YouTube, look us up, News Life and Beyond. Push the button, subscribe and like, please, and share it out to the world. You can also call us, 959-951-9117, or you can support us, buy some merch. We got shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, sneakers, hats, keychains, Funko Pops, bracelets, mugs, tumblers. Shit, we can make your grandmother a pair of thongs if you want. But for all the love and all the support from everybody that has, we love you. We love you, we love you, we love you. Adam A, Steve J out.
You into you crazy for this one.
News, life, and beyond. Still here, still reppin' it. No politics, but we out to get the presidents. If we talking about it, then you know we speaking relevance. Giving you the facts, that's the only way to represent Connecticut. You just gotta tap in, like, share, and subscribe. CJ and Adam May, official, we going live. Just another episode, a visual for your eyes. News, life, and beyond, officially in its prime. News, life, and beyond. News, life, and beyond. News, life, and beyond. News, life, and beyond.